it's like good to do. Super awesome. And on that note, more people we have to thank. We launched our Patreon last week, and you guys have come out for us in a big way. We've got 7 donors, and you guys, it means so much. You've made me cry in the last couple days.
I know. Hot, steamy tears.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm like...
Give me hella feels.
Of just such gratitude, like, just that people care.
Yeah, and that you want to help us, and you want to support us, and keep the story going. It's awesome.
And you want to make us better so we can actually get microphones that work, and...
mic stands that stay up.
We're not jerry-rigging
better
everything.
Webcams so that you may more clearly see our beautiful faces.
Yes, the artistry that is our face. So thank you to Andrew, Sarah, Jason, Adam, Mark, James, Sam, and especially Angelina, who was our first donor, and she has been so incredible on the show. Last week she asked us to read that message as part of her Patreon reward from the Trevor Project, which was just one incredible that she wanted to do that and use her donation to read that. Angelina, you're the best. We love you so much.
Thank all of you so much.
Yeah, and then people have been super great to us on Twitter too. I wanted to give a shout out to Drop the Die, especially. He rates and reviews a bunch of different games, podcasts, all kinds of stuff, and he has this hashtag. It's like D&D PodQuest. He's listened to like 20 to 30 actual play D&D podcasts, and he gave us an A rating. Aww. So I think we're one of the first ones to get that on his system. So that was really, really freaking cool, man. And God, I feel like I'm just so grateful. But like,
you're all amazing.
Amazing, beautiful people.
I love people reaching out to us too and showing us what they want to, expose us to. I've been discovering so many new podcasts as well. So interacting with the people is cool.
Yeah, the guys from You Meet in the Tavern have been talking to us a lot, and we've been like hyping each other's podcasts up, and that's really cool, talking to other actual plays out there in the world.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
We are a hardy race of folks just trying to spread our nerddom. Yes, in the face of all adversity.
Recap time? Is it time for that?
Let's push a little bit more. What are you guys drinking? Anybody drinking anything?
La Croix.
That's to go with your clean monk flavor.
Yeah, those bubbles.
I'm really in character tonight.
Yeah. I have Angry Orchard.
Good. I've got 2 pink drinks. For your inner white girl, I've got a rosé, and then I have Mike's Hard Lemonade, the watermelon flavor, which is a special release apparently
for the summer. You're cool for the summer.
Yeah, I had to buy it because the branding works. It says on top, "You're one in a melon," which I found.
The knee slapper. I love it.
I found it to be beautiful. A beautiful sentiment.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Indubitably.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure someone's noticed we're holding out for Brittany. We're waiting for our fellow maiden. She is...
Sage, what are our listeners saying?
One of our listeners said, pretty sure I play D&D exclusively with pink drinks. #
Yes!
Not ashamed.
No, not at all. Man, if like anybody has the balls to go into a bar and order a Cosmo, and just especially a dive bar, I appreciate the hell out of any of those people. I'm like, yes, you're living your truth, and awesome.
And James says, I can verify this.
Yes. Yes.
No fake news here on Venture Maidens.
No, it's all real. It's all raw. It's coming to you.
We're doing it live.
Fantasy world. Beep beep boop boop boop.
Do any of our listeners have any questions for us before we start?
We'll totally
do a little Q&A. Post something in the Twitch chat.
This is fun.
How about, how do you pronounce LaCroix? Is it LaCroix or LaCroix?
Say LaCroix.
It'll take a public survey.
It's LaCroix.
I would say LaCroix because that sounds fancier.
It's not Maiden. It's not like from France though.
Someone says, how much Fifi will be in the quest tonight?
Oh God.
Too much.
I was still trying to figure out what that was today on the Twitter. We actually have a giant Kofifi monster that's gonna pop up, and that's actually what was coming up out of the whole last game.
I knew it!
It's like, how did he know? Damn! Just when I thought I had something original.
Barnacles. Spoiled again.
Okay. Well,
I need to break out my dice. Here we go. Getting set up now.
Yeah, what color are your dice, Sage?
Mine are sparkly green. They are my lucky set. They are blessed me with many natural 20s.
Ta-da! I always use my little, those perfectly random dice, whatever. Like the first time I ever went to Comic-Con, I bought this set and I used them.
Wait, what?
I've always wanted a set, but I have yet to find one or invest in one.
Yeah. They're cool. They're just extremely hard to read.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. James is asking, Celeste, do you use any third-party supplements when you DM?
I actually just now I'm running Curse of Strahd for my normal Sunday group that Sage also plays in. And that is the first supplement or module I've ever run, ever, in its entirety. I have a backlog I have a ton of old AD&D and D&D source books that I like to read for inspiration from time to time, but I've never used anything all the way through, which is pretty crazy considering how long I've been playing. But running Curse of Strahd is super duper fun.
Oh man, so fun.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it.
Oh my god, you guys. Somebody just gave us $50 on Patreon. Somebody just gave $50 a month. Ian!
Wow. Thank you, Ian.
Are you here? Oh my god, Ian! If I cry on live stream, is that okay?
That's okay.
That's
okay.
What?
And also a 13AIL just also donated to us via Twitter. I mean, not Twitter, Twitch.
Thank you, guys.
Wow. You guys, this is
incredible.
when it's like happening in front of your face. I don't know what to do. I'm like, I'm gonna hug.
That's you, Ian. Oh my god. Hello. Thank you. You amazing, beautiful human being. What? Oh my god, I can't wait until we run a game for you, sir. You're the first one to be at that reward level.
It's gonna be
that
amazing.
Means that we will be, everybody who donates at our $50 Patreon level, we will be running a game for you. So you get to pick which maiden you want to DM, and we'll schedule that. Wow, Ian, you made me cry. You made me tear up, and you're lucky I'm wearing waterproof mascara.
He also says, I can't wait for that art too.
No.
Yeah. We're getting our prints all ready to go for all of our $10 donors right now, and it's going to be great. Yeah, wow. All right, looks like we have a wild Brittany.
Cyber hug, mental hug.
You know, love from the Maidens. Oh, she's almost here. I can see her loading.
So close.
Yay! The gang's all together again with such good news.
Good news, everyone.
You guys
This is a great way to start an episode.
I know. I'm overwhelmed with gratitude. Okay, now I've got to be mean to you as a DM. Okay.
Say that? Why would you say that?
I mean, don't say that to me. No, I mean, I just have to, be a hard-ass storyteller. I'm gonna take more sips of my pink drinks.
I'm going with my clear sparkly red dice. It's treating me.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes,
Yes.
we can.
Okay, I'm here, but my
Yay!
audio or video isn't loading for whatever fucking reason.
Hey, Britt, we're live, just letting you know.
Oh, okay. Hi! Yay, I made it! Sorry, I had to work. I got stuck at work very late.
No worries.
I
We're
started-
hanging out with our super awesome donors like Ian. So,
What up, Ian?
Yeah.
the first person to donate enough to get a spot in one of our campaigns.
Oh, what? That's awesome.
Ian, $50. We're gonna run
Holy
one shot for you, bud.
Oh my god. That's amazing. Oh my goodness. Okay, sorry, I'm troubleshooting real quick.
Yeah. Guys, I'm hyped for this game.
So hard.
So my camera isn't responding for whatever reason. Should I
Mine was
try?
being weird too. I just had to plug it off and then plug it back in.
Well, mine's built into my computer.
Ooh.
I might have to actually like restart Skype.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I was gonna say you should exit Skype.
No worries.
It's our exit.
Should we? You never mind.
Okay,
Hanging out with
BRB.
everybody. Yeah. So I guess maybe we should go over what our Patreon levels are.
Oh, good idea.
Okay, yeah. So Patreon rewards, for anybody who doesn't know, you can become a Patreon for donating only $1 a month. And $1 a month will give you access to all of the bonus content that we have posted. And we plan to be posting at least 3 or 4 items of bonus content each week. So right now, if you were to go and sign up today, you immediately get access to an 1.5 hour long episode, which is the conclusion of that bonus episode that Brittany actually DM'd for us with Lizzie from Dank Dungeons. So you would get that right away. And then now we're putting all the deleted scenes from our podcast up in there. So they're like the nice edited version of the scenes that don't make it into the very end product of the podcast. Because otherwise those episodes would be like 2 hours long. So you get all the funny moments. I know we had to cut out a conversation about whether or not elves were vegan, and that's up on there.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And then I'm going to be posting all of my maps, so my dungeons. If I make special items, I'm going to be posting the stat blocks up there for NPCs. Like Madame Fortuna is going to be up in the next couple days. So you could actually use them for your own games if you wanted. We also have a bunch of character content, so like we have journal entries from our characters are going to be up there. So that's all just $1 a month. We'll get you that. And then if you do $5, we will read a message for you on the show. So if you want to promote something or just like give a shout out or tell, someone, ask someone to marry you, we can do that. We'll read that for you. And you
That would
get
be
the bonus content.
Amazing.
I know. That's how I
Oh
want
my
to be
god.
proposed.
I want to
I'm already
facilitate
gay.
a proposal. Let's do that. And then $10, you get the message, you get the bonus content, and we are going to be making these prints of our logo, and all of us are signing them, and we will send that to you. So that's going to be really cool. I can't wait to get my own copy and hang it above my computer. And then, of course, we have our $50, which means you get everything, the bonus content, the message, the signed print, and we will organize you into a one-shot that you can pick which of us will be running it for you, and we will schedule that, and it'll be one of our bonus episodes that we end up publishing. So, that's our Patreon rewards. Oh my god, Ian, I just looked at the notification again, and I just can't even. You're such a
Literally
good
can't
person.
even.
My face is melting.
Aha.
Oh look, we have a Brittany!
Hi, I made it. Oh my god, I had to restart my computer completely.
Sorry, we
Too
did
much
it. We're all
Photoshop.
here. Yee! Okay, we ready to
Yeah.
do this?
Yes.
Heck
Yeah.
yeah.
All right.
Absolutely.
Okay, we have to record it for posterity. Hey everyone, welcome to episode 18 of the Venture Maidens podcast. I am your dungeon master, Celeste Konowich.
I'm your super late elven warlock, Brittany, Arna Delathil, played by Brittany Quintero.
I'm your human monk, Cyanor, played by Nassim.
And I'm Sage. I play Cara Brynhilda.
Awesome. So yeah, we went around and made our round of thank yous a little bit earlier, but let's go ahead and do it, guys. Let's jump into recap. What happened, and what the fuck is happening?
A lot.
Yeah. Yeah, where did we start?
Oh, we were having our conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we recapped. We recapped with them
With each other. We role played a little
shared,
recap with our experiences in the dungeon before our visions, and then we went to the meeting with Rem and her people, and they clued us in on like a mission that's happening where?
Bastards Breech.
Bastards Breech.
Yeah, we've been clued into a little bit of what the political scenario is going on. That Bastards Breech is a city of ne'er-do-wells and outcasts and misfits who don't align themselves with the Tsarina for whatever reason. And Kara's not from here, so she's like, I don't fucking know. I don't care. It's not my problem. And
not my problem.
That Sylvan LaFleur is a dragonborn who is commanding or governing Bastards Breech, and that the Sisters of Sorrow with Rem and all of her peeps were going there with diplomatic intentions to sign treaties or whatever.
Did you say Eladrins are the ones that Eladrins rule the region, and their dynasty is called the Mandaris?
Mm-hmm.
That's what they were.
Yep. And the continent or the country that you're in, it's called the Plains.
The Plains.
Planes.
Oh, yeah. Cool. Word. I misspelled that, but
not how you would think.
Yeah.
Yes.
Lots of flying. And then we shared our stuff. We got our orders, and then we showed up at Bastards Breech.
Well, what were you supposed to do?
We're there to find their missing agent that was sent there before, Montgomery Smith.
Yes, he is a man who will present himself to us as a mid-30s to 40s gentleman. And he's been lost somewhere, they think in the Catacombs, but they don't think he's been captured, because otherwise they would have heard that he had been captured.
Yeah, and his main mission was that he was sent to find out there's something odd about how Bastards Breech is getting its water.
Mm-hmm.
Because of them being an oasis out in the middle, but like the amount of water that they're being able to get is like questionable. But that's what he was.
The city hasn't had water and has traditionally had a large problem with it, but now Silvar is like, come here, we are now an oasis. We have water for everyone.
Got it, yeah.
And they're like, what?
Doing this.
So that's what he was investigating.
Yeah.
And then we got there, we left, and didn't we had already split up, and Kara did her little stone dwarf thing.
She
did a dwarf thing and figured out.
As I am an expert mason.
Oh, wait a second. We forgot a very important thing that happened to Arnadel.
Oh, yeah.
She had a moment of non-awkwardness and was like, hey, I'll see you when I get back, but it got awkward again.
Yeah, then he's like, I think I owe you dinner. Or maybe like a million dinners. And you're like,
yeah, Arnadel
no.
scored a date.
Okay.
Yes. So okay, just had to touch on that.
No, good.
Britt, just use your Audacity on real quick.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
I started. Yeah, I did. And Kara got to like sneak a handhold in with Rem.
Mm-hmm.
She
Yeah.
held my hand as we were going through the teleportation portal because I was nervous.
I was scared.
You were nervous.
My heart is on the Twitter.
It felt very nice. She has very nice hands.
They're like firm but still soft.
Strong but supple.
Good grip.
Yeah, so you teleported to the city of Bastards Breech, and can you tell me a little bit about all the people you saw there?
Humans, mostly.
All kinds of people. It was all kinds of folk and magic folk and races and
There's
things.
a lot of people, long line of people to get into the city. I remember that. A lot of people dressed up in their desert garb, which I dressed up in too, because I wanted to blend in more.
I am not dressed up. Arnadel was worried that, like, maybe there was something about those uniforms that might, like, tip off that they would identify you guys as being a part of that party that went in search of
the desert raiders that we saw.
Yeah, like, maybe just because they look on the surface look like all of everybody else's robes, Arnadel's like, I don't know, magic signatures look different.
Yeah.
Yep, so while the distraction was being made, use the dwarven stone cutting to make your way through the city, saw all the weird architecture, and you came to that one building.
That one.
And then...
Oh, I had detect magic on, and I saw a blue aura in the shape of a square that reminded me of, like, light coming up from beneath a trap door. And then, Kara, you felt that it was the oldest building in the city, right?
Yeah. Because we're trying to get into the catacombs, so it makes sense that it would an entrance would be there.
Yeah. And then we hallucinated. And then we saw a weird-ass creature.
Tripping.
Yeah, bulbous nose and yellow eyes.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Really? What?
Yeah.
Sounds like something out of, like, Ren and Stimpy.
Yes, okay, so you all had stepped into this old kind of squat, like, Adobe-style building in the middle of this, maybe it was like a historical district or something, there weren't a lot of people walking around, and you came inside and you had your detect magic up, and this image of an outline of a trapdoor had appeared on the floor, and just as you were moving over to investigate it further, it popped open, and all of this rainbow-colored mist had begun to pour out of it, like steam being released from a gauge, basically. And all of you had made Constitution saves. Kara was the only one who succeeded. So Nassim and Brittany, or Arnadel and Saye, you are looking at the walls of this room right now, and as the mist moves and crawls over everything, everything is glowing with these insane pulsing rainbow colors and images, and you're having a hard time
Holy shit. We were tripping.
Or keeping track of anything because the walls are moving, man, and the floor is, like, shimmering. Yes.
Now, as an alchemist, Arnadel probably would have, like, I would like to, what check could I roll to, in that moment? I'm just thinking about if I were doing this in real life. She's had experience with chemicals.
She's real
But you
into
failed
the
your
shrooms.
save. It doesn't matter if you have experience.
If you've never come into contact with anything or know anything about it, it'd be like a chemist experiencing this, and then I think it would be unrealistic for them to be like, oh, I'm on something, or like, I've been exposed to something.
I would say make an Arcana check.
Okay. That's all I'm asking, is like, I feel like that Arnadel being...
Just say you want to make an Arcana check.
Yeah.
I believe you do it.
I'm doing it. That's gonna be a 17.
Okay. So there is definitely something magical going on right now. And you can see that too. So it's actually worse for you because your detect magic is on, and then you're also seeing all these trippy colors. So not only is it just like rainbow pulsing, but you're also getting like these flashes of like blue and gold and all this crazy ass shit. So you're having a hard time just like looking or keeping your eyes open around you. But this looks like you've definitely heard of spells like this, maybe like color spray or illusion magic or some kind of something is being cast around you and affecting your vision right now.
Like a ward?
I don't. You wouldn't specifically identify that. Okay. But there's some kind of magic going on, and you're having a real hard time thinking about it because your head is now like colors are exploding.
I fall to my knees and close my eyes.
Kara, you see, as all of this is happening, you see like this rainbow cloud of mist come out of the trapdoor, and you kind of like wrinkle your nose and like sneeze it off, right? And then you're looking at this trapdoor, right? After this initial puff of dust, you see this one like kind of bluish gray gnarled hand is just like holding up the edge of this trapdoor, and you see this bulbous little ugly face with these long pointed ears that ends in these like bright tufts of silver hair, and these two huge lamp-like eyes of this creature just sticking up, holding out the door, and you see its other hand is like just clutched on the very edge of the rim. And it's looking at your friends who are, Saya and Arnadel are kind of just looking around the room right now. And it looks at you, makes eye contact, sees that you see it, it goes, "Ee!" and then drops downwards. And there's a thud as the trapdoor closes.
I want to stab it. I immediately look over at my two companions. I'm like, guys, did anyone else see that weird, creepy little thing? And I describe it.
I can't see shit, Kara. I'm blinded.
What the fuck's wrong with you? For God's sakes!
At this point, I'm probably rolling on the ground.
Beautiful.
I love everything.
I don't know about
the trees.
I'm gonna be like, I don't know about Saya.
Ever.
I don't know about Saya, but I can't see anything. It's a magical spell. We got hit with something magical.
So in terms of mechanics, while you guys are affected by this, you're going to be taking disadvantages on perception checks and investigation checks.
How long does it last?
But right now,
I'm gonna make one right now, because she's like, when she gets high, or I'm thinking this is how she would react. When she gets high, she thinks she's just like even better than her normal self. She's never been high before, so she's like, even though she can't even stand up, she's probably trying to do somersaults.
Arnadel's definitely read about this somewhere, but god damn it, she just can't figure out what's happening, and it's awful, and she can't wait for it to go away.
And I rolled just the right thing for this. I rolled a 2, just a perception check. So
you are like, my vision is the best it's ever been. And you're not only convinced of that, but all of these lights and everything, you're like, wow, I have magic seeing powers now. I'm seeing auras.
Mm-hmm.
So I know exactly what...
Follow me, Kara, Arnadel. I will lead the way.
I don't know about that, Twinkle.
I'm not opening my eyes. You're gonna have to hold my hand and lead me somewhere. I'm closing my eyes.
She immediately starts marching forward and falls on her face.
Alright, so this thing just went down the trapdoor. So,
Arnie, I mean, I just described the thing to you. Do you know what that could have been?
So, okay, real quick.
Because otherwise I'm going to find it and smash it.
Is there actually a trapdoor, or was the magical thing just illuminating?
There's actually a trapdoor that you can see now.
Okay.
You think maybe it was concealed from you before?
Okay. Okay. Kara. Okay. What you described it to me? What I know? I don't know. Let me roll. What would I roll?
Let's go with a nature.
Oh, I can make a nature check.
Ew.
Or an arcana.
I rolled a 3, and I don't. If I roll again, I doubt it would be much worse than that.
You're like shit, man. I don't know, like a goblin.
I'm like, I don't fucking know. I'm like irritable because it hurts.
Fuck, I also rolled a 2.
You're like, fuck, man. I don't know, a goblin.
Yeah.
Never give up. Never surrender. Follow him.
I'm like, alright, well, fuck it. We're gonna go, and I'm gonna smash it. Hope you two are okay with that.
Kara.
I'm not okay with that, but I can't really do much to stop you.
Alright, do you want to piggyback ride or something?
Yes.
Yeah.
Carry me.
Somebody carry me, please. I can't see. I'm keeping my eyes closed because it was giving me a headache.
Okay.
You don't need to carry me. I will lead the way.
Okay.
Is anybody opening the door? We all just arguing.
I'm trying to open the door, yeah. Should I roll for that too?
No. You can totally open the door. So it's just it's just a shitty wooden trapdoor that's been, like, left into this place. And you couldn't see it before, but now it's, like, and now it's outlined in this crazy, like, blue pulsing wavy lines. And Saya, you're actually seeing it's like arrows in your mind. They're like, point here.
I bet you think you can see in the dark now, too, huh?
Probably. The dark has never been more beautiful.
So as you swing open easily the lid of this trapdoor, you are looking down into a hallway of complete darkness. So the filtering sunlight. So now it's about sunset because you guys arrived. They were gonna do the evening meeting, so you have until, like, maybe don't forget to you have a 24-hour time limit.
Yeah.
Yes. So with the streaming sunlight, you can kind of make out the shape of it. It looks like a hallway of some kind down below. So this opens up onto the ceiling. So it looks like about a 6-foot drop to a stone floor, and you can't really see beyond the outside levels. You know that there's a hallway that continues in both directions.
I leap in.
Great. Do you want to try to make athletics or a tumble or something? Just for it's a 6-foot drop.
Can it be acrobatics?
Yeah, totally.
Can I still take a minus?
No, you're fine on acrobatics.
Okay. Oh fuck.
It's just perception.
Well, that's a 15.
Okay, then yeah, you're fine. So you just, you deftly grab the edges and hike yourself down and swing a little bit and hop down on your 2 feet.
Alright, and I'll make she
raises her arms. She does the Olympics bow.
Present to the judges. You get a 6.8 from the East Dwarven judge. Carl, make an athletics to get her and Arnie down.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I have to stop and acknowledge the cleverness of that joke. High five, motherfucker. That was really good.
Thank you.
In home country, we train at level 2.
I got an 18.
Yeah, so you just kind of muscle your way down there. So you get down there and like hike, and you do kind of like a bench press sort of motion, and like get down there, and then you help her get down.
I'm on Kara's back, man. I'm holding on to Kara's back.
She's fully impressed. I have never seen you do anything cooler. High five.
You guys.
High five to you.
We're high, dude. What do you want? I'm that person that's having a bad time and like just won't cooperate.
As you all reach the level of this, so Kara, you have Kara and Arnadel, you both have dark vision, yeah?
Yeah, I have super dark vision. I can see up to 120 feet.
Cool. So that you see that this hallway, you are indeed in. It's kind of a rough-hewn stone hallway. It looks like stone that has been intentionally laid, but has been neglected or maybe falling apart for a very long time. So this is what you guess would be passages under a city, maybe leading to a sewer system, something like that. So you look down in both directions, the hallway just continues onward. But as you look again to the right, you suddenly see a little bobbing light appear.
Mm-hmm.
And you see about 100 feet away from you, you see that it's a lantern that's swinging on a chain held by a stick by this tiny, tiny little creature that now you can see in full view is only about 2.5 feet tall. The little gray person who had held up the door of the trap, and he's just holding the lantern out and swinging it in front of you.
It.
Like, follow me menacingly. Like, he, I'm gonna lead you to a trap type.
Want to make like an insight check?
Yeah,
that would be perfect for that.
All right.
I see him.
Saye, all you can see is the glowing light.
Okay, a light.
I got a 14.
Your voice echoes a lot, Saye. 14. You're not sure. It doesn't seem to be threatening you. It's sort of looking coyly at you. Of course, it has humanoid facial features, but you're not sure what its intention might be.
Is this a puck wedgie?
Huh?
Is this a puck wedgie?
I don't know what that means.
A puck wedgie?
You're just saying a funny word over and over again.
You guys don't know what puck wedgies are?
I know that word, but I don't remember what they are.
Is it like some
Don't
obscure Irish monster?
No, don't. It's American. Don't you watch lore listen to lore? And also, that's the new Harry Potter. That's one of the 4 houses at Ilvermorny.
Yeah, that's right.
Wow, we just got Potter schooled.
Anyway, I'm sorry. Never mind. Apparently, it's not.
Well, as soon as Saya saw the light, she starts walking towards it.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna follow.
All right.
I try to shove past Saya to walk in front.
You can't.
I feel protective, extra protective of them right now.
I can see the farthest, and I'm just hanging out in the back, and I'm just like, fuck this. Fuck this feeling. Fuck these lights.
All right, so 2 of you can walk comfortably side by side in these passageways. Can you give me a marching order, please?
Well, Kara first.
Yeah.
I'm down to walk next to Saya.
Are you guys in the back?
I think I'm ahead. I believe I'm ahead.
We're behind Kara.
Okay. No, I think Saya is in front.
No, I just said I'm in front.
Okay.
She walked past me, apparently, so...
Yeah.
Okay.
Kara's, like, not having it.
I'm like, you guys are going to get nothing but trouble.
So Kara is in front, and Saya and Arnadel are marching. So you follow this thing, and as you do so, you notice that the creature is, like, walking backwards. So it's definitely leading somewhere. It's just kind of swinging its lantern in the light. And as it turns around, you see that it's carrying this large basket on its back, and it seems to be filled with mushrooms. You can see them, like, every once in a while, one actually falls out of the back of his basket and is laying in the hall.
Do I see this in the darkness, or are we, like, in his light now?
No, so he's staying just ahead of you, so you can't see anything except the light.
I want to pick a couple of those mushrooms up and put it in my component pouch.
Totally.
Doing that. I'm going to write it down.
They're about the size of like the normal white mushrooms you usually get at the grocery store, except they have bright red caps on them.
Okay. Where's the pen?
I would like to draw my axe.
Ching.
And be prepared.
Alright. So as you continue to follow this little creature, you see that his lantern takes a sharp left, and you see that the passage curves. Do you keep following him?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
Kara, can you make a dexterity saving throw for me, please?
Is this a trap?
It is a trap! Oh, you have a sense!
Yes, I have
What does that
trap
mean?
sense for being a barbarian.
I also have...
It means that I get advantage on dex saving throws against traps and spells.
Dude, you totally get advantage on this.
Sweet! And because I have my shield feat, I get to add my shield bonus to my dex roll.
What? That's so weird. So what this is happening, so as you go and step, as you come to this corner, you feel the ground just begin to give way out from under you as this huge pit forms underneath you. So, make your save. What was it?
I got a 23.
Oh shit!
Oh.
So like feel your left foot, it steps down and the earth begins to sink away under it, and you feel the snapping of branches. And you have just enough time to like, you reel back so you're over the edge, but you manage to like huck your big like weight of your shield and like thrust yourself backwards, so you stumble back away from this now pit that has formed right below you. And you hear
Lucky you went first.
coming from the other side of the pit, and the thing is waving its lantern back and forth. And it seems to be waiting there for you.
What a little bitch.
That is a puckwudgie.
Oh god, I hate kobolds and their stupid traps that they make. Ugh,
Is it a kobold? And Arnadel says this.
Kobolds make those enveloping pits.
Oh, Arnadel says this. She's like, what is it? I don't know.
I don't know what it is. I asked you and you said you didn't know.
I tried. I'm not in a good state right now.
Try again now that you actually see it, Arnadel. It'll be a little bit easier for you to guess.
What is this, nature?
Or Arcana.
I mean, it's the same for me. That's a 15.
Okay. So it does sort of look like a goblin, but that's not quite what it is. It's with the big lamp-like eyes and the odd coloration and the mushrooms. You think this might be some kind of fae creature. And then the lantern, too, you're recalling some kind of memory. Something is coming to mind of creatures that will lure people. Yeah, very mischievous creatures. You think the name started with, it was like Moggle. Boggle.
Oh, a boggle, because they... yes. So I'm like... before we follow this thing, which is on the other side of a pit, I'm like, Kara, this thing, you know what? I wish you could have gotten your hands on its grimy, nasty little neck.
Ew, I really don't like it. It's really ugly.
Oh, yeah. That's
huge overbite.
Yeah.
Only a face of fairy queen could love.
From the Seelie court, or the unseelie court. Kara, I wish you could have gotten your hands around its nasty little neck. That thing is definitely going to lead us to our doom. We should avoid following it at all costs.
It's standing there on the other side, shaking its lantern at you and seeming to wait.
Syed wants to throw a dart at him.
Okay. Go for it. Roll a hit.
Oh, dropped it.
Oh my god, Nassim, that necklace is cute as hell.
Oh, thanks, girl.
Are those little stars and moons?
Stars and moons and palms and lightning bolts.
My God. Shut up. Oh, what? Shut up. That is my favorite thing ever, lightning bolts.
Fuck yeah.
Lightning bolts.
No,
what am I adding again? Fucking... Oh, okay. So, 16. Ooh.
16. Yeah, so you, let's see. Whoa. Wow, I got a natural 20. That's weird. Okay, so you throw a dart at this thing, and it flies true, like, right for the middle of its bulbous little face between the eyes, and its big yellow eyes seem to shine even wider for a moment, and it squeaks at you, and then suddenly it throws up its hands, and you see a rainbow cloud of dust emerge up above it, and it disappears.
Ugh.
It seemed to just sink. It's like all of a sudden it like popped into the floor.
Saya, that's gonna happen from a fae creature. I'm like, then Arnold's thoroughly annoyed at this.
Yeah.
Fuck this thing.
Well,
like, we can't even try to
attack
it.
You begin to
the
hear
problem is gone.
No,
coming
this
from
problem's
behind
not
you.
gonna be gone.
And now
Moving forward.
back the passage you
No,
came
don't
from
go
now.
forward. There's a pit.
Well, I mean forward returning the other way.
Yeah.
So now
That's
back
okay,
after... Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We're just anxious.
Yeah, I was like, what? I'm talking. So you begin to hear a little laughter coming now, and it's from the other direction where you just had come from, and the thing is standing behind you now, back towards the entrance, waving its lantern aloft in front of you.
I would like to
Expecting you
take
to
out.
follow.
I would like to take out my wand of secrets and wield it to find either another trapdoor or a secret passage, and it also illuminates traps.
Okay, sweet. Wow, nice. Yeah, so as you're looking at this, there's actually a trap that you see on the far end of the hall, so past where this other guy is. You think probably in the other corner he's also set something else up. So this passageway in front of you, a big pit has opened up, but if you're careful, you can edge around the sides and then step down that passageway to continue that way, or you could go towards the Boggle, where you do see that far on the other side is another pit trap.
I tell all of you what I see. What do you want to do? I'd say we're already here. I'm down to go. This creature's gonna probably pop up and continue to try and annoy us and lead us to our pitfalls. So we should just ignore it and continue forward carefully.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's move on.
Agreed.
All right.
I only get 3 charges from this thing, so I don't remember how long it lasts. Do you want me to grab the book and find out?
Only 3 charges forever? Or just for one day?
Until dawn.
Okay, so you just used one to see the trap on the other side?
I want to see how long it lasts.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go ahead and check. Yeah, so you guys have come to this point now. If you're in a tunnel system, so you came from the east, so now you are going to be traveling south past the little trap pit.
It says the one pulses and points at one secret door or trap nearest you within 30 feet. So I think it just lights up and goes whoop, and then.
Okay, so it wouldn't have pointed out the other trap because it was too far, but. That is
now
good
I
to know.
Sorry.
It's okay. That was a freebie because I love you.
Wait. Did it say how long it lasts?
It's just a pulse of light.
Like a bump.
Yeah, but so for that charge, it's just that once in the area.
Yeah, within 30 feet.
That sucks. You can't just walk with it. Like a water stick, like a water stick's supposed to...
Beep, beep, trap. That's like sonar receptor. No. That would make it
Metal
really
detector.
powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're trying to cross this pit, yeah?
Yeah, great. So to cross this pit, I will need you all to make a dexterity, because you are edging your way around a wall. So you have about maybe less than a foot worth of ground, so not to fall in. So you can hug the wall and... Yeah.
Do you want a dexterity saving throw or just a dexterity check?
Just a dexterity check. 22. You're so good at this, Saye.
I know I am.
I rolled an 8.
Are you doing cartwheels down it? I got
She's shimmying her butt across. She's like, yeah.
Kara, what did you get?
Yeah.
a 14.
Okay, so Kara, you're fine as you're going through, and then Arnadelle comes along, and she is just having a really hard time, and you see as she goes, a piece of earth slips under her foot, and she goes down. Can
I try to catch her?
Slide. Yeah, go ahead and do that.
Reflex.
Monk reflex.
What is that? Is that another dex check?
We're gonna call that a strength.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
Okay.
Oh no. Yeah. That's 11.
And then Arnadelle, go ahead and make a strength to try and save yourself from falling.
Oh no.
That's a 7.
Great. So in a series of unfortunate events, maybe it's because you guys can't really see each other that well, and everything is just tripping rainbow balls as you're going. But Saye, you reach down and try to grab Arnadelle. Arnadelle tries to grab you, and it's just like you slide past each other as you're going. And Arnadelle, you feel yourself falling downwards, and you fall for a scary bit of time, and then fall just sprawled on very hard, rough ground.
I was hoping you would say a bunch of talking hands caught me and asked which direction I wanted to go.
Sorry, it's ain't the labyrinth. Okay, so you are going to take 6 falling damage.
Oh god.
As you fall, it's like loose, jagged rocks at the bottom, so you get some cuts, bruises, and your ass really hurts. And you are now in a 10-foot deep pit.
Ani, are you okay?
Ooh. I got a rope of climbing.
Rope of climb. He's crying. Hang on.
Okay. As Kara, when you yell down at me, Arnadelle would sit there quietly for a moment, just frustrated as living hell that all of this is going down and she still can't see properly. Yeah. Knowing that this is an effect that needs to wear off and all of these things are going through her head. She's you hear her sigh fully and it's yeah, I'm okay. It hurts.
My pride.
I just want to get out of this pit.
Don't remember me like this. Remember me like you know me.
Don't put this on my tombstone. Yes. So, rope of climbing. How's that work?
It's 60 feet long, and it goes wherever I want it to, and it'll stay in place. And it has an AC of 20 hit points, which it regains 1 hit point every 5 minutes as long as it has at least 1 hit point. If the rope drops to 0 hit points, it's destroyed.
Oh.
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna be like trying to chop it, so it's okay.
I don't know what that means.
will.
If it's just if it loses AC from use or just like actual.
No.
No.
If somebody
I think
tries
if
to
somebody's
cut
trying to
it.
cut it. Yeah.
Okay,
Cool. So you bring up the rope of climbing, and your companion emerges from the pit a little bit worse for wear. He
Wait,
goes a little bit bruised.
I'm so glad you're not making me roll a strength check, because in real life, there's no way in hell I would be able to climb a rope.
No, because the rope of climbing will do it.
The rope
Like,
I can like tell
Like, you
it
just grab it and it pulls you up.
Yeah.
does,
Right?
it does
Like, it's
whatever
a
I
rope
tell it to.
escalator. Oh my
Yeah.
god. I
You
love
have
it.
your own elevator. This was
Why
the
didn't we
beginning.
use this to cross the damn pit?
Because someone would have had to been on the other side.
Nuh-uh.
No, it
I
just
mean-
holds itself in the air.
It's
That's
like an
ridiculous.
immovable rod if it were a rope.
Anyway,
Well,
so you
we're
guys
here.
are on the other side of the pit. Huzzah! You survived.
That's just Arnadelle speaking. She's annoyed that she fell and bruised her ass.
Yeah, nobody likes that. All right, so now that you're looking down at this hallway, Salye, by the way, now you are in complete darkness. So I don't know how you feel about that.
Saya tries to like ignite a little fire for the inner
Yeah.
hands and a
Oh,
little
yeah,
flame.
you can totally do that. Right? That's your monthly. So yeah, you just keep your little.
Are we
I
still tripping?
It's starting to fade now, but you still have disadvantage.
I just realized I have Dispel Magic.
Mm.
Save it. We'll need
Alright.
it later.
That's like a 3rd level spell, boo boo. You gotta save that.
I know.
That's a great spell to have, though.
I know. I've always and forever used that spell. I will never not have it.
Always prepared. Yes. So you have your little flame, Sawyer,
Mhm.
and it's not as powerful as a light spell, I believe. So, but you have a little bit, like a 5-foot glow around you, enough, and your companions can clearly see and know what they're doing. So you feel comfortable, and you come to an intersection where you can go east or south.
An intersection. Hold on.
You're first.
What?
Where we
Saya's in
could go
front.
east, like continuing
I believe
east
I'm first.
where we've been going, and then turn south.
Correct.
No, I think we're at an intersection. Wait, east and south. Yeah, wait.
We're in an intersection between east and south.
Which
If
way
we
do we
put-
want to go?
Let's go south.
Can your stone cutting do anything to like get a sense of direction?
I never get lost underground, but
What does that
It-
mean?
Yeah, like you just always know your way out, or you never
I-
forget a path you've already taken.
I guess.
the
Lead the way.
it doesn't mean it doesn't dwarves 5e.
As you're looking at these stony passageways, a lot of this rock and its texture is very similar to the squat building that you had entered through. So you think probably all of this was built around the same time as that building?
Aren't catacombs in cities usually like the oldest parts?
Mm-hmm.
Some of the oldest parts.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
yes.
Saya
It's
is
true.
now. She thinks she's been standing there forever, so she just starts going south.
Okay. All right. So you continue south, and then the passage snakes to the west, and you come to another intersection where you could keep going west or south.
Can keep going south?
South.
South.
Okay. So you go south, and you all begin to hear the sound of voices coming from beyond you. And now, yeah, like talking. So as you turn the corner, it's a lot of voices. So something you might hear the level of many people talking, having casual conversations, arguments, just a large cacophony of sound. And you see now that there are torches that have been lit down this passageway. And up in front of you ahead opens a very, very large room. And you can see even from this distance that there are tents set up in there. There are people that are milling about, people sitting on the ground, children playing, a whole bunch of people. It's like a little underground pocket of world that you're looking into.
Huh.
By the way, okay, no, wait. Now would be a good time to use my pseudo dragon, huh?
Sure.
What does he do?
He can fly up and do reconnaissance for me, right?
Sure. Yeah, the ceilings are about 8 feet high. So.
You're going to see through its eyes.
So you guys are standing probably about 100 feet away from you is like the entrance to this, and you can see that this large room, it continues and moves deeper, so there's probably like a little ledge drop into the room beyond, and you can't see the edges of the walls there. It just feels like it sort of opens up. Like this would be one of the larger main intersections or hallways in this catacomb system.
Okay, before I release Alistar Fitzpatrick, would I get, because I would want to be protective of this little baby pseudo dragon.
Mm-hmm.
If Alistar were flying very close to the ceiling, is it out of the torch's light range that he would clearly...
People would see a bright purple.
Black and yellow. Okay, then I don't really...
There's not much hope of people not seeing them. You think, I mean, with you guys standing there, someone is bound to see you any minute.
Okay, let's...
I want to keep marching forward towards the people.
Okay.
Yeah, let's just go see what they're about.
Yeah. So
right,
as you get closer and closer to the edge of this ledge, so you see that you're standing on, the room opens up into this much larger, almost like a convention kind of sized room, and it looks like a little town that's been set up of tents, of these lean-tos, people in kind of dirtyish clothing, looking a little bit worse for wear. It looks like people have moved in here, and this is like a little settlement that has been set up. And you can see now, as you get the full scope of the room, on the far southern side, you see that there are a series of ledges that look just like the one you're walking up to. So you think maybe at one point water might have poured through the tunnel that you're in and collected in this base room that now everybody's set up in. And you also see lining the eastern side of the wall are a couple grates that are diagonally made. And you see some sunlight is slanting down in there. So if you remember the grates like at the base of the walls when you came in.
Ooh.
So this is sort of like a underground little place where maybe
Thank God it never rains there, because they'd get poo-poo water all over them.
Yeah. Thank God.
So as you walk up on these people, so a man who is dressed in like this ragged kind of cloak, he's actually sitting against the base of the wall, so when you come in, he just turns directly up to look at you, so you're like 6 feet above this guy's face, and he's looking at you, and he gives you this toothy kind of grin, and waves.
Let's wave back.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Oh, hi there. Where'd you come from?
We came from the halls.
Oh, great. You want to share some bread? That holds up.
That's so generous.
Oh, I'm okay. I'm full. I
we gotta
already
look
ate.
out for each other here on the south side.
Thanks. Oh my God, I like this guy.
Mhm.
I like.
Yeah, come in to meet my kids.
I have jerky.
You know what? I have a cat skull I can give you.
Oh man, that'd be real neat.
Yeah, here, I pull it out of the bag. I'm like,
as he does that, a couple of the kids like that are running around in the streets also notice what's going on, and they like burst over there. So you're seeing like a little half-orc boy like dressed in this burlap sack is like running up to you, and then this like bright blue child is running over, and you're like, I don't even know. And they're sitting there, and they're like, whoa, as you hand down the cat skull. Like, wow, oh my God, this is the demon skull.
No, it's just a cat skull. It's
He's
like
going meow 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 and like puts his eyes in the holes and
yeah,
laughing.
that's it. That's
the
it.
kids are like what, and they're laughing.
Oh my God, we're having a moment. Oh my God, do you guys like to read?
What?
Oh my god! So I'm like
the
super
blue
excited.
one looks up at you and then says something like, "Ah, blue, blue, blue."
I only know
that. I didn't quite catch that.
I only know Common, Elven, Draconic, and Primordial.
I was guessing not any of those language. Primordial kind of rings a bell, but it's not quite the same.
It's not really. Wow, he doesn't speak water.
Primordial is the Earth language, right?
No,
it's I think Primordial. Why did I pick Primordial? It's from the elements. You can speak to elementals with Primordial. So this child clearly isn't an elemental. I'm gonna give them the alchemical guide that I never gave back to Thomas.
Oh, okay. So you guys imagine you're on a ledge about 6 feet above these people, right? So when you're handing them things, you're like bending over and like stretching your arms as far as they'll go, and now these children are just like jumping up. So yeah, you reach down with the book.
I want to jump down. You know where you like lower yourself down from the ledge?
Yeah, totally.
I want to do that before I give them the book.
Yeah, and as you do that, and you start to come into the room, more and more folks are starting to move over towards you or kind of take an interest in what's going on. So people are just kind of hanging back. And again, you're seeing all kinds of different people up here. You see like a younger drow man is kind of hovering like in the background, looking towards you as you're, handing things to the children. And
what, Kara? What?
Kara immediately scowls.
Oh, I'm down with the drow. I give him one of the point and shoot winks, what up, brother?
When you do that, he raises his eyebrows, looks panicked, and wanders off.
Okay, I just wanted to say hey to a fellow elf, but whatever. Yeah, I'm just trying
People are clearly very hesitant at your friendliness. Maybe scared of you, is the impression you're getting.
Oh, okay. I mean, I just wanted to give the children a book. That's all I wanted.
Yeah, and then the little blue girl, you're not sure, takes the book and just holds it.
Can I try to talk to her in Primordial?
Sure.
Okay, we need to find our way out.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, drag me away, Saya.
Mother Teresa randomly laid down.
This is in character.
Arnadel relates better with children than most people, so.
Do I? Does she? Yeah, I guess. Whatever.
Apparently.
Not bringing life. But...
So you give it the book.
Yeah.
And it just looks up at you with these big blue old eyes and just looks so grateful.
We have a moment, but then Saya drags me away.
Right. So you're like, bye, and hop back up on the thing, and all the kids are like, bye, and then the guy's like, oh, look at my demon kids.
They can probably tell us how to get the fuck out of here, or what else is done. We should go talk to those people.
Yeah,
there's people everywhere. We can talk to anyone.
No, I want to talk to the children. I want to talk to the children.
Okay.
Kids, we're looking for a man that's not from here. Have you seen anybody new like us?
The half-orc, he sticks out his, big, underbite jaw and is like, yeah? There was a guy who's coming around. He's dressed fancy like you.
Oh, okay. Is he still here?
I don't know. We haven't seen him around. He was cool. He could do magic tricks.
Do you remember his name? Was it Montgomery?
Yeah, I think that was it. He made me this, and he goes and he holds up a little carved wooden bird.
Aww. Okay.
Nice. He said it would remind me of when I was hungry. I could look at it and then know that one day we could catch one of these again, and then it would be fine. Are you gonna live here?
No.
I like you. You can share my house.
Oh my gosh. Thank you. What's your name?
Grutnar.
Grutnar. You're awesome.
Well, he wants to give him a hug.
His little green skin turns a little bit red.
Oh my god. I love Gretnar.
Can I pet your dragon?
Yeah, you want to pet the dragon? I always forget that he's
yes, and he's like furious.
Okay, you gotta be careful. And I extend my arm. He's really new to people, so you have to be careful.
Yeah, Alistar is like doing the thing where he's actually like clawing onto your arm, and he's not like letting go. He's like giving you a nervous look.
I pick Alistar. Like, I pick Alistar up and present him like like when you hold like. If Lucy were nearby, I would demonstrate. But like you hold the butt and then like the shoulders, and so their belly's kind of exposed. Like, okay, very gently pet his belly.
Yeah, and Gretnar eventually gets some pets in. He's like, hey.
Cool. And then I like give. I don't have anything. I don't have anything to give to. But I pet my pseudo dragon carefully. Okay. Well, okay, Gretnar. We've got to go meet up with our friend. And
do you know where was the last place you saw him?
I think he said he was exploring the tunnels. He was looking for something. I don't know. He asked if we saw a door or something. Around.
Can you point us to where the tunnels continue?
Yeah, I have another book I can give you, but only if you show us the door.
He looks around the room and he looks at all the different tunnels and he like draws his eyes down and sticks out his underbite. I think last time I saw him, he was out that way. And he points towards the southern or the northern wall, towards a passage that looks very similar to yours.
You guys want to go do this?
Mm-hmm. Let's go.
Okay, I turn around and I get like at eye level with Gretnar, and I'm like, okay, Gretnar, this is a really special book. Okay, side note. I'm pause and real game. The only other book I have left is the history of necromancy.
You were the one.
Start them young.
Should I give that to him? This child seems sweet with a bright.
The necromancer.
Half-orcs don't do magic, right? That's not a thing, really. Sure.
Should I give that to him? All I have is the only other thing in my inventory are diseased animal samples.
He probably can't read.
Yeah, true.
Right?
Yeah, give him like a page from the book with a pretty picture on it.
From the pretty pictures in a necromancy.
Yeah, I'm sure there's tons of art in them old books.
Diagram of how to dig up a corpse.
I have a scholar's pack, and within the scholar's pack is usually a signet ring, right?
Yeah.
Or is that a diplomacy pack?
I think you have a signet ring.
And there, okay, a wax seal. I'm sure I have a wax seal. I just think he'd appreciate a knick-knack. So instead of giving a book of necromancy, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to pull out from my scholar's pack, I'm going to give him the wax seal that I would normally... I don't need this anymore. I'm not part of fucking Waterdeep school or whatever. So I'm going to be like, okay, this is for you. This is super special. You got to hold on to it. It's like a little treasure. So this is in exchange for you giving us all this awesome information and being super awesome. Everyone is awesome.
I never got a present before.
Well, this is my present to you.
That's cute.
So if anybody asks, we're super nice and we're your friend.
And he like holds it and then he goes scampering off to like show a bunch of the other children.
I wink at the primordial child with the blue eyes and I'm like, use it well and then I can speak with awakened mind, so I communicate that to the child and then let's get the fuck out of here.
The child's like, as you do so. And then, you wind your way through the tents and hovels and make your way to the northern side, where you boost yourselves up and you are entered into another tunnel. This one hangs immediately to the east, and as you keep following it, you can keep going east or you can walk to the south. And by this time, too, your magic eye thing has completely worn off. Your vision is normal again.
Thank goodness.
East or
Wait,
south?
Aw. Saya's a little bummed out.
Like, man.
So I was like back to normal.
Never experienced something like that before.
Wait,
Oh,
hold on.
I can help you with that. I know a few recipes, homegirl.
What?
I know some recipes.
What are you talking about? I thought that was magic.
I mean, it's magic, but also I know some recipes. Just saying.
Probably one of those mushrooms.
I wasn't. Well, I have some of those too, but I wasn't the like brightest student in all of Waterdeep Black Tower, without learning a few things on the
deal.
On the underground. I had drow friends.
Oh
What
man,
are we
that's
doing?
racist, Brittany.
I don't know.
What are we doing right now? Are we going
know.
east or south, you kids?
Alright,
Wait, hold on, can we recap the directions that we've taken because my map making is really
This is what
confused.
mine looks like. It's I mean, obviously the mirror version, but
Okay,
Yeah.
we are
that's
now
fine.
coming down. We can either go down or go east.
Yes, that looks right.
Tight. I'm not drawing a map.
I have to.
So what
I
are we
know.
doing?
Let's go.
South?
Let's keep going south.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm letting you guys pick the directions. I'm happy with wherever we go.
All right. As you go south, it becomes immediately clear to you that you will not be able to walk south for much longer. This is a larger room that looks like if the bottom half of a skyscraper or a heavy building were just sunk into the earth. That is what this looks like. So it's like a collapsed, stacked, old building that has the same kind of adobe style as the building above. So you see here there's smashed glass, there's like all of these big chunks of previous columns and rotting wood that have just filled this space, completely blocking this passage. So this is even more evidence so far that the system you're in is probably the oldest part of the city, and it seems like over time people have just built on top of these old kind of ruins, everything. So you're looking at kind of a slice of time right here with this collapsed building in front of you.
Cool.
Detect magic.
Sure. Bing! The building is not magical.
It doesn't. So if we can't go further, let's go back and then go east.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, down.
Yeah.
So as you go to the east, you have to hang a... Sorry, burp. Chris. Oh, this Mike's Hard Lemonade. I'm regretting everything.
What are you doing? Oh my
because
god.
they had watermelon flavor.
Oh, I'm so affronted right
I
now.
had to do.
Mm.
By the way, audience, we're going till 12 or 10:30 tonight.
Damn, 12. Surprise.
Yeah. Hey, what?
What? Excuse me?
Okay, what? Anyway, so the passage curves to the north, and Arnadel, you are able to see this immediately, that there you come to a solid facing wall. So, Saye and Kara, it looks to you just like this sudden brick wall has been put up in the middle of the space. But Arnadel, you see the signature of illusory magic flickering, creating this wall.
I got this, guys. Stand back. Dispel magic.
Yeah.
Dispel magic.
I want to touch the wall.
It feels like stone.
If these
Dispel
walls could
magic
talk.
doesn't work?
To you, Kara, to your dwarven fingers, there's something wrong. It doesn't feel quite right.
It's a false stone.
Wait, dispel magic didn't work?
No, I'm sorry.
I
do you have
just
to
said
roll?
I was touching it.
I don't think I have to roll. I don't have my PHB on me right now. I'm sorry. I can reach
Look it up.
I don't think I have to. I
And
don't.
3.5 you had to roll, but let's see.
Oh, me said in my old ways, I can't remember what's 3.5 and what's 5th edition.
I know 3.5 was great.
If you haven't noticed, I ran 3.5 for 8 years, so switching to 5th ed was very hard.
Alright, so it says, choose one creature, object, or magical object within range. Any spell of 3rd level or lower on the target ends. For each spell of 4th level and higher, the target using the spell makes a check using your spellcasting ability. The DC is 10 plus the spell's level. On a successful check, the spell ends.
Sweet. So you only roll if it's above a third level spell.
Correct.
Yeah.
But it has to make essentially a save against my spell save DC, right?
No, you are making the save. You are making the roll against the spell.
Mm-hmm.
Ah. Okay.
So you roll. I
So
think, I've done this in a couple games. Yeah. So you roll.
That is a 20, a non-natural 20.
That'll do it. All right. So as you go, you feel. I don't know.
Does anybody? What the hell? Why do I have like a? Okay, sorry, that's weird. Somebody's calling me from Japan.
Oh, that's weird.
It's your biggest fan.
So 20, a non-natural 20.
So as you extend, this is the first time you've cast this, right?
Yeah.
What does it look like?
What does it look like? As I cast Dispel Magic, every time I cast a spell, I hope you guys know my eyes light up.
Obviously.
And I wave my arms around. Yeah, a little bit. And I guess it kind of looks like, whenever in Ghostbusters, they're using that thingy to, I forget what it's called, to suck in ghosts. It's like kind of it looks like that.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, so as you extend your hands, you see this blue enchantment being drawn back into the tips of your fingers, and you feel that crackling sensation as like the magic returns to from whence it came, and the wall disappears in front of you, showing that the passage goes forward north for a little bit, and then it opens into a circular room. And as you all approach it, you see that there is a pit that goes downwards. And hit into the rock, so already secured, are these two long, what's the thing? Stakes! There we go. Two stakes that have been driven into the stone edge of this pit, and you see a rolled up step ladder that is tied and neatly posed there at the top of this pit that leads down a good solid way.
Can I see it at the bottom of it?
Yeah. I'm going to take a quick break first. But we are going till 10:30.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. Talk amongst yourselves. You can see to the bottom. It's about a 40-foot drop. And it looks like the step ladder will get you down there most of the way if you unroll it.
Okay.
So maybe scheme.
What do you guys want to do?
Wait, hold on. Nassim, can you show me your map again? I just want to make sure I have this right.
The room that we just entered, my little depiction of it, you probably won't even be able to tell, but to me, it looks like a butthole. So I apologize. So this was the city, and then we went down, and we came here where we found that like sunken building, and then we kept going, and then went north. That was the wall that Arnadell vanished, and then this is the butthole room that we are currently in.
I'm sorry. It does kind of look like a butthole. Yeah. I don't think I've ever really seen too many buttholes, though. It's just what I imagine a butthole to look like. I haven't really seen buttholes.
Well, you're missing out.
Although there is this TV show on Netflix called, God, what is it? Hold on. Brian, what's that Brian! What's that animated movie we watched with Paul Rudd and what's his name? There's like yes, it's on Netflix. Paul Rudd and what's that guy's name? No, what's that called? Patton Oswalt.
I have no idea.
They're the voice actors for it. It's animated. It's terrible. And then within the first, I don't want to spoil it for anybody. Well, I'm not gonna watch it now.
It's a great film.
No, it's pretty terrible but awesome. Can you just tell me what it's called?
I'm looking.
What? Okay, spoiler alert. If you're in,
Hey, Google.
If you don't want any spoilers, go ahead and stop listening now. Ready? Okay, here's the spoiler. Within the first, 10 minutes of this movie. And
It's not a spoiler if it happens in the first 10 minutes.
Fair enough, but like it shocked me. This is the only butthole I've ever seen, and it was animated. There's a butthole. This guy like bends over to like grab his pen, and his pants split, and it shows. Oh god! It shows his butthole and his balls like scrunched up in his tight pants. It looks like the tied end of a balloon. It's called.
That's a good way to describe it.
It's called Nerdland.
I've literally never heard of it.
Yeah, I didn't know
heard
that
of it
this was a
either.
thing that existed.
And Brian and I were having movie night, and Brian's like, "Hey, we should watch this," because I really prefer animated movies. I really like animation.
Animation's good.
And Brian's like, we should watch this. And so I did, and at first I'm like, ew, what the hell is this? And then the butthole scene saved it. I was like, wow, okay, I guess I should stick around and see what else happens. It's actually pretty good. It's like, there's like so many small, subtle nuances of humor throughout, and then it's also voiced by two comedians. It takes place in Los Angeles, so.
Wait, what is it called?
Nerdland.
Nerdland, okay.
Nerdland on Netflix.
Serious.
I like the animation. The animation's really, really good. I'm sure that there's all sorts of cool stuff about the story writers, and we all know the voice actors for it, but it's weirdly funny. At first I was like, this is awful, I hate this, but I also can't stop watching it. And then I'm like, no, this is a pretty good movie. I'd watch it again.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good, I'm drunk and I need something weird right now movie.
Yeah, it's good sober, too. I was dead sober when I watched it. I tell you, the butthole scene, it grabs your attention, and you're like, this is one of those kind of movies, all right. So basically, the point of the story is, I've only ever seen one butthole, and it was animated.
Cool story. Here she is.
Heck yeah. All right, what's the plan, gang?
There was no plan. We just talked about butthole.
We literally just talked about buttholes.
Why am I not surprised? All right, so you are standing at the top of this 40-foot drop. There is a rolled-up step ladder in front of you. Can you all make perception checks for me, please?
17?
Ooh,
14.
I got a lot.
What? What is it?
Well, my character sheet. 24.
Okay,
Ooh.
so Kara, you are the only one who hears this. You hear a squeaking sound coming from the eastern wall. So there's like a circle of stone around this pit, so it almost looks like a well that's been carved out or something, and towards the eastern wall you hear, "Hi? Hello? Hello?
I bet it's that stupid fucking Boggle.
Hey! Anybody hear me?
There's something talking down at the bottom of that well, guys, and I don't like it. I bet it's that.
It sounds like it's coming from just the other side of the wall, on the same level of you, on the eastern side.
Wow,
Wait,
it's
there's
super
something in the
quiet
wall.
though.
Okay, well, let me, where, Kara? I'll press my ear against it and see if I can hear it, too.
Yeah, so you
over
kind
there.
of you point to the spot, and you shuffle your way around like the 2-foot little area that you can stand on the ledge. And now, pressing your ear to it, "Hi! I know someone's out there.
Hi, can you hear
Hey,
me?
can you come get me?
What are you?
What?
What?
Oh, there's a big stone wall in the way."
Okay, I use Awakened Mind. It goes up to 60 feet.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, you feel a tiny, tiny little mind just on the other side of this wall. "Hi,
I'm speaking to you telepathically so you can hear me. Who are you? You have to yell, though, in return.
the voice pauses for a moment, seeming to consider this. Hi! I think if you just tap the wall really hard, I think it might be a false wall.
Okay, stand back. And then I turn around to Kara. Kara, the little tiny voice says that the wall needs to be bashed.
Oh, well, I can do that.
Okay, stand back, tiny voice. We're coming through.
Oh, okay, that's hard. You'll see why.
Careful, Kara. It sounds like it's tight quarters.
She's already running up the wall with her shield in front.
Alright, so as you make contact with the wall with your shield, suddenly the rock crumbles as if it wasn't made of rock at all. It seems to be more of like a paper mache sort of disguised wall. So you come crashing through it and barreling into this tiny little room, and you just tumble down as this weird, almost styrofoam feeling rock face just shatters around you. And you see you're in what's like, it's about the size of like a large storage closet. There's a small like little camp table that's been set up in one corner of the room. You see stacks of provisions around it. So you see like a bedroll and a couple backpacks, and some things have been stored around this room as if maybe somebody was storing things here or might have stayed here. And you kind of pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and there doesn't appear to be anyone in the room, and then you hear the voice, "Hey, wise guy, I'm over here." And you follow the source of the voice, and you see sitting on the little camp table is a tiny glass bottle. So it's about the size of like a beer bottle. And inside of it, there's a little humanoid creature that's kind of curled up, sitting cross-legged inside the bottle. It's this tiny little gray-looking thing that's wearing a little tiny black robe, and it's knocking on the edge of its bottle.
Is everything in the room human-sized?
Yeah.
Okay.
What the shit? Arnie, what is this?
I pick up the bottle and look.
Yeah, and you see these two
More
little
closely.
eyes, these two bright, like, orange eyes looking back at you, and this, like, long hooked nose, and the creature kind of raises its finger and, like, taps the side of it, considering you for a moment. Well, hello! My
What's your
name is
name?
Bartleby!
Oh, god damn it.
Bartleby? How'd you get trapped in this bottle?
Oh, I was put in here a long time ago, and, you know, our good old friend, who I presume you're seeking, left me here.
Oh no.
He
Who's
said
that,
I
Montgomery?
couldn't come in.
Who's
Yes,
that? No.
Montgomery.
Saya, you're supposed to ask the name first. You just gave it to him.
Well,
Well, anyway,
I'm excited to meet a little person.
Yeah.
He is he's definitely not a person. He looks more, I don't know, if you guys want to make a nature and arcana check.
I'm going to turn my
exactly
detect magic on.
Yeah.
I'll do nature.
Detect magic. Yeah. He is super fucking magical. And the
Is it a
bottle that he
genie?
is in, it doesn't look quite like a genie. It looks like, it's a small humanoid, but it's got this pale gray skin and these long, kind of pointed ears, and this big hooked nose, and it hunches over in a strange way. It almost looks like a demon of some kind, but like it's been miniaturized and put in this bottle. And the bottle is way more magical than the demon thing itself is. So you would guess some kind of,
The bottle airtight.
yeah, it is.
I wonder what would happen if I put it in my bag of holding. The thought crosses my mind, but I see that Saya is also studying the bottle. Saya, what do you think?
Yeah. What was your nature?
Oh, 10.
Yeah. So you haven't quite seen anything like this before.
Mm-hmm.
This is super new to you. Well, you're all standing there thinking about it. I think we should be getting a move on. I'm very grateful you all freed me from here. So if you'll just take the cap off of this bottle, I think I can be of great assistance to all of you.
No,
Perception
I'm in there,
check.
tiny man.
Perception check.
Give me an insight check.
Insight.
Insight. That's 18.
This thing really wants you to let it out. But you
sorry,
have a sense
Tiny
it's
Man.
not telling you something.
I'm sorry, Tiny
Why?
Man. We need to have more
Insult me
questions.
by calling me a man.
Oh, actually, you know what? I am deeply sorry.
Thank
I
you.
do apologize. Yeah, that Arnadel's super. Like, heartfelt about it. Listen, you have got
I'm one of the noble demon races. I do not appreciate being likened to the likes of mortal men.
Yeah, that's gross. I know. Totally. I'm trying to not trying to pitch. Sorry.
Even you, pointy-eared one, are but a child to me and my great people.
So what are you doing in a jar?
So how did you get in the bottle then?
I fell on some hard times and lost a bet.
Uh-huh.
You know what? We don't have time for this. We'll let you out later. We're gonna put you in my bag, and then
No, don't put me in the bag. Don't put me in the bag. I can be really helpful. I know a lot of things.
Where's down there? Where does down there lead? Or where's the way to move on?
I believe that is the way to the temple, or the temple ruins. That is what Montgomery went to investigate. That was what he was here for.
What bet were you placing with Montgomery?
It wasn't with Montgomery. He wasn't powerful enough to do this, obviously.
Okay, then we definitely can't let you out, because we don't want to die.
Have it your way.
I mean, I'm down
I can be of great help.
Yeah, but I know, but you might also want to fuck us over, and we just don't have time for this right now. Like, can I promise to let you go in a more benign situation? Listen, I'm gonna reason with you a little. I'm gonna release. What's your name?
I told you, it's Bartleby.
You did. I'm sorry. This is all very over. Bartleby. I want you out, but we're on our first mission. We're on our first mission for an organization that we're really stoked about, and we can't fuck up. We're just really trying to succeed on this mission. And right now, I just don't feel right about letting you out because it might fuck up our mission.
He seems to get bored and starts picking his nose and, turns away from you in his bottle and, thuds his head against the edge.
Yeah, Saya's going down the ladder while you're giving him this explanation.
I turn to Kara,
behind.
I look at the bottle, I'm like, alright, you're going in the bag. We'll talk later. And I put him in the bag of holding.
Wait, don't... Okay. Gets caught off as he just is placed in the bag of holding. Alright, so rope ladder? Anybody?
Yeah.
You're untying it?
I mean, I'm the last to go down.
I take my rope down. I am riding my rope down.
Real quick, before I go down.
Roll the ladder.
And you are all welcome to come and join. It's 60 feet long.
Well, grab a rope ladder.
Before we roll down, I want to take a cursory glance around the room to see if there are any other magical items.
There are no other magical items that have been left behind. It looks like a great deal of supplies for maybe somebody who was intending to stay for quite a while.
Okay.
It is just a circular room, too, though, right? Like, there's no other exits or entrance. Okay.
No, this is just a very tiny little room. It looks more like somebody maybe hewed a chunk out of this rock to create this little storage closet and then kind of hid it.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, let's go.
So, what is the order of descent?
I'm going down first.
Then Kara.
Okay.
I'm last.
Alright. It down. And we're all taking the rope of climbing?
Yeah. If you want to take it. I'm taking it.
Yeah, I'll take it. I like the rope of climbing. It saved
It's
my ass.
secure. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I trust it more than that
Kara?
rope ladder.
Sure.
Yay, we're all on the rope of climbing. This is so cute, you guys.
Sweet.
Alright, so you're making your way downward, and you're climbing, and you get to the point when it's about 20 feet, so you're about halfway there, and you notice that the well stops, and so the rest of this 20-foot drop is actually the height of the room below, so you're seeing... So imagine, the circle, so the well went down for,
and then an opening.
And then it's open?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. And you get down to this point, and you'll make perception checks for me, please.
12?
Oh, 7. Or no, actually 10. 10.
Wait, guys.
Unnatural 20.
Matthew just pledged $5 to our Patreon account. If you're listening, thank you, Matthew. Love you.
Thanks,
You're making
Matthew.
this possible. You're literally
really cool.
making this possible. You're making it possible.
We do this for you.
You're a wonderful person.
You are climbing. I wonder if we're still online.
Yeah, we're fine.
Okay.
You drop.
You dropped.
Okay. All right. No worries. So, Saye, as you're going down, you reach this point of the rope and you see vaguely reflective surfaces somewhere below you. Mm-hmm. And then you feel your foot hit something that shouldn't be there. And it's like all of a sudden it gets tangled in this kind of stringy substance.
It's terrible.
And as you do so, you can't seem to pull your foot away or out of it, and you begin to hear these chittering sounds coming from somewhere around you. Mm-hmm. And so Kara and Arnadel, you both begin to hear these sounds, but you can't see anything. You just see Saye is just struggling.
I can see a magical darkness.
Yeah, but you can't see whatever these sounds, where they're coming from your vantage point up above.
It just looks like her foot's stuck on air.
And now, as you see this, and she is, like, quivering around, you see these razor-thin silks of webbing have been actually crisscrossed and laced across the bottom of this. So something has formed a network down below here. And as you're all watching, coming into view, you see these two white pincer claws make their way over the surface of this thing, and you, Saye, begin to feel this vibration ricocheting around your foot that you can't see it. And then the two of you up top on the rope begin to see this thing come into view. It looks like sort of a scorpion mashed with a spider, and it's large, and it's coming right towards your companion.
Like I want to command spiders. I want to command the rope to like lift us all up a good, 15 feet.
Agonizing Blast. I want to cast Eldritch Blast with my Eldritch Invocation.
Okay, guys, we're gonna roll initiative.
Oh my god!
And then we're gonna do that.
I got a 10.
22.
I got a... What's 19 plus 4? 23.
23.
Alright. 23. Okay, Arnadel... God, your voice when you do that. Arnadel is a 23. I'm sorry, what was everybody else?
I got a 10.
22.
Yeah. 22, Saye. Okay. Wah, 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 wah. Alright, so this thing that crawls into view for you, Saye, you still can't fucking see what is coming after you. And Kara and Arnadel, you see this thing emerging and it's climbing upside down on these webs. It's not quite a spider, it's not quite a scorpion, it's like nothing you've ever seen, and it just is covered in this gleaming white exoskeleton as it's crawling through. It doesn't seem to have any eyes, but these two giant pincers that are moving towards your companion. So Arnadel, you are the first to react. So you are suspended on this rope. Mm-hmm. You do not have use of your hands. What are you doing?
Then I would probably need to cast, that means, like, what's the word whenever you're casting a spell and you need to use your hands?
Thematic components.
What is it?
Thematic components.
Somatic.
Oh, somatic? I thought that was just verbal.
No,
wait, that's verbal. Sorry, that's literally verbal. All right, let me see if that is... Sorry. Oh, so it is verbal and somatic. I have to use both of my hands to hold onto the rope. I can't pull one of them away.
You can try to cast and do that. You can absolutely try to do that.
I would like to.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast with Agonizing Blast, essentially.
Okay, and you're casting it at the thing coming into view?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and your range on that is like 100 and something feet, right?
Eldritch Blast is 120 feet.
Okay, yeah, so you go and you rocket off the thing towards this creature, and roll the hit.
Saye is like, what do you see? What's happening?
you hear the...
I rolled a 24.
Okay, that will hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay, hold on. I have to see what my extra damage is with... So Agonizing Blast, I get to add my Charisma modifier to Eldritch Blast. So it definitely was above a 24. It was going to be... That's going to be crazy high. That's going to be like 30 damage. 30 to hit. Okay, so it's going to get 1d10 of force damage.
Ew.
Doesn't it get 2d10 since you're 5th level? Because all of your cantrips level up with you.
You're right. It gets 2 beams.
Man. Shoot, man.
Ooh, that's 10 plus... So that's going to be 13 damage.
Oh, my poor little baby monster. So you send this bright, shining blue light out towards this thing. So you are hanging on with your one hand and, like, doing this cool, like, action-adventure thing as you're, like, throwing out this bolt. And this creature seems completely shocked by it. And, Saya, in the blast, this thing is illuminated in front of you. So you see this giant bug carrion thing, like, really, really close to you now, and it's just hanging suspended upside down on its own webs. And now you see your situation as you're trapped. Your foot is just totally encased in the substance, and it is terrifying as this thing
I'm sorry.
comes into view.
It's going to get more damage than 13.
Okay, what is it?
It's getting 18 damage.
Yikesies.
Because I get to add I just wrote Charisma modifier to Eldritch Blast, but that's actually to damage, not to hit.
Owie, wowie.
Yeah, it gets 18 damage.
So
Damn,
you,
it's cantrip.
So Saya, the clicking becomes faster and more repetitive in your ears as this thing is, like, hit and reels itself back, and you feel the web, like, bounce like a trampoline as it's going and taking the hit of this. Alright, and then Saya, it is your turn.
I want to... Okay, I don't want to lift the rope anymore. I'll actually try and do some fire damage.
Okay. You are going to take disadvantage on all your attacks because you cannot see.
Okay. Hold on, I'm trying to find my... Yep, burning hands, yo. And now that I'm level 6, I can add more key points to do more damage and whatnot. So hold on, let me find that.
Wow, we're rusty on the fighting.
Exactly.
I know, we've done so much role-playing. Oh, girl, that pizza you're eating looks so good.
It is. Usually when we buy pizza, we, like, spice it up a bit with, like, cheese and meat and a bunch of other shit, so it's, like, extra loaded.
You would put on pizza.
Go to... What do I roll? I roll... Fuck.
For burning hands, you don't roll anything. They have to make a dexterity saving throw for all creatures within a 15-foot cone.
Yeah.
So you tell me.
My dex saving throw for key saves? That's what it would be, right?
Save. Yeah.
15. They have to make 15.
Okay, it makes it. So what happens?
They
Does it take half?
Yeah, it takes half of 3d6s of fire damage. But at a higher level, which is what I'm doing, I use the damage is increased by 1d6 for each slot level above first.
Oh.
So
How many key points are you spending?
Is it 4d6s? That's it?
Yeah.
That's the difference?
Yeah, you're spending one. Yeah.
That's it? That's a lot.
That's a shitload, dude.
5, 6, 7, 8, and... What was that? 12. No, excuse me, 14. 14 damage. So half of that, 7.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. So you burst out fire towards this thing, and as you do so, it reacts in a extremely terrified manner. That's like it cuts it in half as it jumps backwards just to get away from your flames. As it's moving towards it, it scuttles away, and you actually begin to hear a chittering sound from the far side of you now, and in the light of the flame, you're able to see that there's a second one of these creatures hovering off in the darkness that's also chittering and reacting to this attack. All right, and then the second one that you heard off in the darkness comes bolting forward, moving at this incredible amount of speed that you wouldn't have thought possible, being suspended upside down, and it goes and it tries to hit you with its claws.
Me?
Yep, because your
me.
Your little feetsies are right there, boo-boo. What is your AC, darling?
18.
Ooh, the first swing misses you. And then the second one lands as one of these brutal white pincers closes around your thigh, pricking and sinking in to your skin.
No.
Okay. Oh no! I don't have a D6? Yes, I do. It's under my book. 5 plus 3 plus 3. 11. 11 slashing damage as this creature just takes a good old chunk of your thigh with it. It kind of like aimed for your foot and you stuck it up so it aimed higher with its second one and took some of you with it. And then this attack from the one creature has inspired the other one who has run away from you, and he's also going to be attacking you.
No.
His first claw does not hit. His second claw does hit. So he goes, and you are now being double-teamed by these things. So that's 7 damage as it goes, and it clips at your other thigh. So now your blood is like coursing down, and it looks horrifying on this bright white kind of shell. Your red blood just splatters over the top of it.
Ooh,
and then Kara.
Ow.
Kara is suspended above everybody.
I would like, with one hand holding onto the rope, with my other hand, I would like to pull out my axe, and then I would like to leap onto the gross erected creature and plunge my axe into its disgusting, horrible back.
Superhero landing on its back.
Yeah!
I'm so into this. God, what? It's like gonna be like an athletics to jump and like land. Yeah, let's do an athletics.
See if I can spot the landing.
And you know what? You know what I've forgotten to do this whole time? I want to give you a point of inspiration for that.
Yeah. Thanks.
Just remembering the addition rules.
I got a 21.
Whoa! Alright, yeah, so you fling yourself off the rope and in like slow motion, you know, you take out your axe and you're like
mid-air. Oh!
So you go down and you land on this thing and then roll to make your attack.
And then, well, before I do that, I'll use my bonus action to rage because as you
fly through the air? God, this is getting cool.
Yeah. But if you see her face, because this is like the one thing she hates, and her dwarves hate a lot of things, but she really, really hates like arachnid-looking things, like
basically anything like Underdark-esque.
Yeah, fuck all of that. It's terrible. She hates it, and she sees it like coming into her like closer. She's like, I'm gonna fucking kill this thing.
By the way, I feel like when you rage, you emit the traditional from whenever the first ones were made Godzilla sound. Like
Alright, so and then you're landing on the one who is already injured, yes? The one that's closer to your crane, yeah.
And I got a 21 to hit.
Yeah, girl. So you go down and you, with your massive body weight, like as you're going and moving onto this thing, you go and you hear a crunching sound as your boots make contact with it first, and then you're standing on it as you swing down your axe to chop into it, and roll your damage.
Where's my D8? There it is. 13 damage.
Okay. So as you go and your boots make a crunching sound, which you see destroys some of its carapace as it's going, and you bring down the edge of your steel and hack into this thing, it just splits it in two, and all this black blood comes flying out of it, and the minute the blood makes contact with the air, you hear a sucking and a sound as suddenly fire is everywhere, and this thing's blood is exploding out in fire as it makes contact with the air.
Tight! Oh my god!
This causes the webbing around it to just implode into flames, and you suddenly find yourself falling as the webs have broken, and you are riding this shell down, plummeting 20 feet towards the bottom of this cavern. And that's where we're ending for today.
Fuck. And we're just still suspended on the rope?
Yep. You are suspended in the middle of the rope. The webbing is broken. You have another creature with its claws sunk into you, and Kara is plummeting downwards. And there's fire everywhere.
Everything is aflame. Woo!
All right, everyone. Well, thank you so much for listening to another episode of the Venture Maidens, and thank you again so much. It was incredible seeing those Patreon donations come in as we were playing, and thank you, of course, to all the people who are there in chat, and we just love the hell out of you, you big goddamn heroes.
Yeah, like, for real, can we talk about that for a second? Like, that, the whole purpose of doing this was definitely for fun, but then when you start having support from people who are, like, into it also, it's like, I don't know, I don't have words. I just don't have words. We can make
it better now. We can do this because we want to. No,
we will have the technology.
We will have. You are helping us rebuild the technology.
Even beyond the whole, like, process of, like, wanting to get better stuff to produce better stuff, but, like, just the idea of it. It's just the concept and philosophy of doing something super amazing and then having people, like, cheerlead you in multiple ways. That's magical. That's straight up fucking magical.
It's cool as hell, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. And of course, I have been your dungeon master, Celeste Konowich.
I have been your elven warlock, Brittany Quintero.
I was your human monk, Saya Noor, played by Nassim.
And I am your flying dwarf, Kara.
Kara's flying circus.
Yes.
Oh, that's the name of this episode, maybe. We'll see.
Yeah. Time to go enjoy, a nice
water.
I'm trying to lead us into the...
a pineapple colada?